Hello and welcome to Lord Fett Gaming Plays King's Quest for the Perils of Rosella. I'm your host Lord Fett. In part 1 of this PC playthrough of King's Quest for the Perils of Rosella, we'll go ahead and start out by getting the magic fruit and more. As always, like, comment, and subscribe my channel for more classic and modern games just like this. Do not forget to hit that notification bell so be updated much more. The release date of King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella, was released in September of 1988. Yeah, over 30 years old. Now, back in the day, at this time, you had, I should say, MIDI music and sound. No more PC speakers or anything like that at all. Yeah, sound cards started to come in. Plus, the engine changed from AGI to SCI, so that means that when you type, you pause the game, and it was awesome. Me, personally, I got this from my parents, I should say, in 1988, and that's when, of course, it was on Amiga 1000. Oh man, the music on that was really nice and it was cool. So I was like mesmerized by this. That and my NES also had music too, but not like this though. And of course, I love the typing because you could pause, like I said before, and then think of your actions. You're still exploring such, which was cool. So that's about it for the history of the game's release and my own personal history. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go over the game mechanics, which is the time limit, I should say. Then, of course, I'll just talk during the intro, then start out the game itself. So sit back and definitely enjoy some history and more. Now, while this wonderful music does play in the background after the title introduction, now this game has a day and night cycle, so I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody on how that exactly works. This is on a real timer, so you actually begin in the background 24 hours. So you have 24 hours to, you'll see in the story. Anyways, when you do certain tasks, that time gets cut in half. So you have to definitely be careful on that. That's why I'm doing the intros and outros at the beach for Rosella. So this way, I don't mess with the time system. Yeah, I'm being careful about time and all that. Now, the creators of the game back then was very cool, including Ken and Roberta Williams. Yeah, the Williamses. Very famous today from Sierra Online. Yeah, this was Sierra Online before much later, after 1999, became Sierra Entertainment. Other than that, though, I'm amazed by the music, and there's some good stuff in it as well. Once we do begin the introduction, I'll try to read it through. Due to the fact the Scum VN can go very fast versus DOSBox, you could slow it down. So let's go ahead and start it up. Now, first of all, spoiler alert, this is from the ending of King's Quest III. With the return of his long-lost son Alexander and the rescue of his daughter Rosella from a terrible dragon, old King Graham decides it's time to pass on his adventurous hat to younger blood. Yeah, you're getting up there, dude! And he's about to toss the hat. And it's going to resume that from the ending of the last game. He flings the battered hat towards his children while his wife, Queen Valenice, proudly looks on. Yeah, look at that. She's all smiling. And now they're backing up just like before, but the graphics are upgraded though, so you look at the difference that it is cool. The hat arches through the air. Suddenly, King Graham experienced a terrible squeezing pain in his chest. Oh man. The OG from King's Quest 1 and 2. Help me, he raps. And Queen Valenice is like going, oh crap. The adventurous hat lies unclaimed upon the floor, forgotten. See, it goes real quick. I'm trying to go real quick. Oh man, this is sad. Look at this. What we're going to go ahead and do, I mean, well, we got the children there but to take over, but yeah. King Graham lies weakly in bed, for death hovers near. I'm going to go ahead and say Sam Hain. You'll see in King's Quest 6. Grief suddenly overcomes Rosella. It went fast. Oh, Father, she sobs. You're still young. You still have many years ahead of you. Do you really mean that? A soft voice asks. Yeah, it goes fast, this engine. Ah, great, Satan. Rosella looks up but sees no one. Who's speaking to me? Let's see who is from the mirror. Yeah, the magic mirror can also be some kind of special device. I am, the voice says. Look in the magic mirror. Yeah, it better not be Diablo 2 or the Guardian. Yeah, that's the worst. If we see a red face, the Guardian. That is the very worst. Rosella sees an image in the mirror. Who are you? She inquires. I thought it was Lilith too. That's another one too. Yeah, so it's a female. And that introduction, that character you just see, yeah, it applies that. Yeah, I know. I'm tossing funny things out there. At least slowing down this part. I am the fairy Genesta. In my land of Tamir, there is a remarkable tree. This tiny tree needs 100 years to bear a single fruit. That is kind of like a real life legend or something like that. But there is no ordinary fruit, for if a person were to eat it, they would find that good health and well-being would be theirs for many years. That is good to know. Yeah, and oh man, her face is, yeah, well, I'll go explain about that. Rosella is much heartened by this news. Where is this land of Tamir? Genesta smiles. Lilith smiles. Tamir is very far away, but with my magic I can bring you here. Yeah, there's something about that. You'll see in a few moments. Rosella senses that there is more to the story, but I suppose there are some problems. That's what she's saying. And here we go. Again, Genesta smiles. Yes, you are correct, Rosella. If you are willing to come to Tamir, I will explain the situation. Oh boy, one of those type of deals. However, once I bring you here, I cannot send you back. You will have to help me first. Yeah, there is a catch right there. Confused, Rosella says, I don't know. What if I can't help you or find a tree? Yeah, it's starting to snow out. Like something's happening. Genesta, please, you must decide now, Rosella. My powers are growing weak by the minute. Yeah, or she's saying the snow thing on the TV device. And yeah, here we go. Now the fairy is but a faint glimmer and her voice barely audible. If you care for your father, say yes now. And suddenly she's gone. And Rosella, like an idiot, says yes. And here we go. She's getting teleported somewhere from a stranger. Okay, she doesn't look like Lilith from Diablo 4. Yeah, I saw the promo looks on that. One day I'll get to that and do a fun retro on it. Maybe. The lovely fairy speaks. I am the fairy Genesta. Welcome to Tamir. Oh, wow. This is a nice land. Look at the beach, though. The zoom is going to get really creepy. Yeah, back then the graphics were like this. Rosella looks awestruck at the fairy. She is stunningly beautiful, but still there is a certain sadness to her. Finally, Rosella speaks. I know you would like me to help you in some way, but I don't know how I could help a fairy. Yeah, basically, you'll see in a few moments. Genesta looks sad than ever. You're wrong, Rosella. You see, I'm losing my magical powers yesterday as I was strolling through the woods. Lute, the evil fairy, ambushed her. Okay, so basically, this evil fairy at this point is going to go pretty quick. Yanks her talisman, and she has 24 hours to get a return or she dies. There's your timer there. And the other timer, of course, is you got to get the fruit. If you don't get the fruit, you get another ending. I'll explain about a little bit of that more towards the last part of the playthrough. Intently, Genesta looks at Rosella. Lute is a very evil, and will use the talisman to bring more evil to Tamir. Now I fear it will contaminate my whole country. Oh boy. Further, I cannot send you home without my talisman. Like I said, there's the catch there. Get the talisman for her, you go home. And Rosella is unsure as to what she can do. Meekly she asks, I want to help you, but how? You can do more than... yeah, this goes a little bit fast. She's giving like a pep talk here. She's basically sending her into Lute's domain. And you'll see. Suddenly, Rosella remembers the tiny tree. Can you tell me where to find the magic fruit? Yeah, some of these closings are really ugly. Remorsefully, Genesta looks at Rosella. It will not be easy to reach the tree. It grows on a tiny island within a vast swamp on the other side of the great mountains. That's a brief hint there. Bravely fighting back tears, Rosella says, I can help you in any way I can, Genesta. How can I find Lute? And here's the another thing, too. The beautiful fairy points eastward. Lute's castle overlooks Tamir from the great mountains. About the same place where you are about to find the fruit. Those mountains. We're going to be doing that first, the fruit, though. Genesta looks weaker as she says, there is not much more I can do, Rosella. As it is, it will be difficult for me to fly home again. Yeah. Very difficult. Look like you got help. One thing I must do for you, though, I shall disguise you as a peasant girl so as not to attract attention. Yeah, there goes that white dress from the box art. Thank you, Genesta. I think Rosella stammers. So let's see what's next. It's going to go real quick, by the way. Yeah, the engine for this is fast. It will be better for you, the fairy says. I must be off while I can still fly. I know you can do it. And it says, I know in all caps. Goodbye, good luck. It's basically saying, go F off. You're a level 1 peasant. You're on your own. That's what it is. Just saying. You're going to start hearing throughout the series, I'll be a little bit snarky. Oh, man, she is really alone. And there it is. Well, you're on your own, Rosella. Yeah, exactly. Then you can hit any button from here on out. Music is good, though. Now, let me go ahead and welcome everybody officially to King's Quest 4. And this time, I am not going to edit out the saves. I'm going to put some more funny save names there. A river coming from the east spills into the blue ocean before you. A lonely beach edges the ocean. From atop the bluff, a lovely meadow stretches eastward. That's what you always want to do, is look around, because then sometimes they'll give you hints. And let's keep on going. Oh, wow, this is like pretty neat. So get used to that, and I'm going to try to look for the retype command, which is F3. A narrow strip of beach borders a vast ocean which stretches off to the west. A pretty green meadow dotted with bunches of wildflowers, not fires, goes to the east. Yeah, so there's a bunch of wildflowers there. The beach looks beautiful. Yeah, way better than the other King's Quest ones. Well, mainly 2 and 3. Yeah, 3, the beach looks awful there. Okay, let's look at this. A poor fisherman's shanty adores this part of the coastline. A pier stretches from the house out into the ocean to the west. You see a pretty meadow land off to the east. Oh, wow, this is like a really beautiful land. I can see why Lilith wants to make sure we get that talisman. And yes, I typed that there, shit shack. The fisherman's shack looks badly in need of repair as the sun, wind, and salt spray have taken their toll. From the house, an old pier leads out into the ocean. Yeah, the game's giving you a hint, tell you go visit the pier. So there's little hints like that throughout. And it says, I typed the cuss word. Perhaps you need to purchase a copy of Leisure Suit Larry. Yes, I did. The disc version, the Good Old Games version. The old worn pier just out into the ocean from the weather-beaten house. Okay, that is very good to know. So we're going to go ahead and go west on the pier. And I'll explain a little more about the mechanics here. Hey kids, look, it's the Gordon Fisherman. Actually, it's the fisherman. So let's look around. You are standing at the end of an old weather pier. From here to the west, you see nothing but ocean. All right, good to know. Now let's look at seagull. Okay, let's see what it says. It's just an ordinary seagull. That's a bummer. I could have talked to it. Look at Gordon. The game doesn't understand Gordon. Okay, I guess it didn't like my joke, Gordon Fisherman. So there you go. Let's look at him. You see a grizzled old fisherman on the pier. Apparently he isn't having any luck today. I guess there's no more frozen fish sticks, I guess. That's a bummer. Let's talk to the fisherman. You say a few words to the old fisherman. However, he must have other things on his mind as he seems to ignore you. So if you get close to him, he eventually will leave the pier and go home. It's kind of like a clockwork thing in this game. So there you go. Now the bird's going to go away. I think the bird's will return, so we're going to have to be careful. I want to make sure he gets past us. Otherwise, we have to repeat the scene again. Or we fall in the water and he still goes to the house. So yeah, see, he's walking there. Let's talk to him. And yeah, the same thing as before. Now in this game, there's some houses you could knock on. There's one house you really do not want to knock on. When we get to that house, yeah, we won't knock on it. So we're knocking on the door. You knock loudly on the shanty door. A woman's voice answers, just come on in. That's what we're going to go ahead and do. Let's open the door. Once you open the door, you automatically move to the next scene. And there you go. So let's go ahead and look around. And let's see. Inside of the fisherman's shack looks almost as shabby as the outside. Yeah, it looks like crap. The fisherman's worn and tired wife sits at the table with her husband talking. The fisherman's pole has been set into the corner. So we're going to find out their plight, it looks like. And let's look at Marlin. which is that fish there. It says the game does not understand marlin. So we got to type in simply a fish. You see a large fish hanging on the wall. Okay, let's look at pole. Yep, it's just there, all right. Yeah, we can't take it. That's not cool. Look at bed. The lumpy bed looks old and uninviting. All right, so that's good to know. Let's look at people. Both a man and a woman are here. Be more specific. Okay, let's look at man. The grizzled old fisherman and his tired wife sits at their table talking and drinking hot coffee. Yeah, they say be more specific. When you look at them, they describe both. You say hello to the poor woman with little patience. She responds, "What you doing in here, young lady? Can you see I'm busy? We have enough problems without worrying about you." All right, she's a little bit crabby. Very crabby. I get it. Let's talk to Gordon. You talk to the grizzled fisherman as he sits at the table, sighing. He tells you, "Them fish ain't been biting lately. If things don't get better soon, I don't know what to do." So there you go. There's another hint there in big words, what to do. So basically, they're very poor. In replying, the old man comments, "Me and my wife ain't getting any younger, and times is tough. If you got any ideas, girlie, let me know." Okay, so he's basically asking for help. Okay, yeah, I accidentally turned off the music with F2. I'm using F3, by the way, to repeat some stuff. Talk to woman. You tried to talk pleasantly to the tired-looking woman, but your words seem to fall on deaf ears. She's obviously annoyed by your presence. Okay, we'll get out of here. There's a quest there we have to do. We have to figure out how they solve their money problems. So now we're going to go west and we're going to go do some swimming. I'll explain about that now. Okay, one of the dangers I'm about to make a save on, everyone, is the ocean. You see, there's sharks there, basically Jaws. And since they say the water is safe, not. See, that is right. It is not safe at all. And in order to evade Jaws, if Jaws is on the scene, you make sure you're on the very bottom of the screen and go back. Jaws won't appear here at all, so we're just using the shark as Jaws. Because Jaws was released around this time. I think it was 3 and then, of course, 4. And if there's no shark, that's good. Let's look at ocean. From your vantage point, you can see only water. So there. Just keep on swimming at the bottom. And definitely make sure you go west. This is one swim to an island. Yes, we're going to a certain island. We're also going to get our first item in the game and also the first points. This item is very important. This is more like the let's collect all the items phase before we start these quests and tasks. Otherwise, we hit dead ends. This game has a whole bunch of them, by the way. You stare out at the ocean and the white sand beach of the secluded island. From the middle of the island, a majestic ivory palace towers, surrounded by a lovely manicured garden. So yeah, this is like a very nice island. It's well kept, and it's like a paradise, like a mini paradise. Minus the internet, minus the Wi-Fi, and you guess all other stuff. Now, here's the deal. Our first item on the list is the feather. We'll look around. You see the azure ocean stretching in front of you as you stand on the beach of this marvelous island. Behind you, amidst a set of beautiful gardens, rises a splendid ivory palace. Now, you see a peacock wandering around. Sometimes it goes away, drops a feather. And there you go. Something catches your eye. What is a beautiful peacock feather? Now, this feather is very important. You don't get it, it leads to a dead end and your demise. So take the feather. I'll explain about that when the time is right. So we got the feather. Now, if you decide to go ahead and look at feather, there it is right there. This is a very beautiful long peacock feather. And of course, it's really great looking. So yeah, make sure you get the feather. That's the first thing you really want to do is swim across and then swim back. But we're not going to swim back just yet. I want to explore more of the island. And there's our peacock. By the way, only one feather drop per game. Look at peacock. A majestic peacock with a beautiful tail struts by. Oh wow, it does look beautiful though. If you get really close to try to catch it, it'll spread its feathers. It's kind of funny. And there's your inventory. Peacock feather you could inspect. There you go. You could do it 2 ways though. This engine's very neat. Let's go ahead and do some more exploring. Look around. You are standing in the lovely garden of this enchanted island. Beside you rises a grand ivory palace. Within this garden, a bridge emblazoned with the figures of swans arches over a little pond. A beautiful white swan floats serenely upon it. Yeah, just basically Swan's having a good time. Too bad it's not a goose, though. Talk to Swan. Okay. Oh, Swarm. Damn you, Alexander. Yeah, you can't talk to animals in this game. It's not King's Quest 3. Yeah, Alexander had the power to speak with, more like listen to animals. He couldn't speak to it, but kind of wish I had more powers, but Alexander got the good side. Genesta's tiny fairies guard the palace door, and there's a little music there. And let's look around. Look at fairy. 2 small fairies hover protectively above the palace door. Yeah, you guys didn't do a great job protecting Lilith. Bad fairies. You speak to the little fairies, but they do not respond. Okay, they're not the conversational type. So you know what? Let's look around some more. Before you, the palace door beckons, flanked on both sides by lilac shrubs. So, okay, that's like a very good description of the trees there. And looks beautiful back in the day. Open the door. There you go. So now the door is open, and there's only one way to go. You'll see why. This is the entry hall of the Enchanted Ivory Palace. 2 of the doors are closed and presumably off limits to uninvited guests. The left doorway, however, is open. So we have access to, you guessed it, Genesta. Genesta again. Now here's the deal. Some of the stairs in the game you climb with ease. Others are not. You are on a tower stairway of the island's Ivory Palace. The places that doesn't do automatic stair climbing means it's dangerous areas. Also, there's guardrails too, so it's not so dangerous here. So it's basically safe. Unlike King's Quest 1, 2, 3. Just saying. I try to talk to the fairy. It says, who would listen? Let's go up the safe stairs. Oh my goodness. Genesta doesn't look good. So let's look around. Genesta's bed chamber is very beautiful and serene. Genesta lies very still upon the seabed, her concerned fairies, helpers hovering near, and her pet snow leopard lying close by. Yeah, I'm not going to get close to that. I don't think it's a death, but it's wise just to stay here. This is just looking at your goal, really. Okay, let's talk to the, let's see here, Lilith. The game does not understand Lilith. Okay. Alright, Genesta does understand that. As you attempt to speak to the gravely ill Genesta, her small fairy helpers fluttering madly about trying to prevent you from disturbing her. Ah, gee whiz. There's Karens flying around. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm going to give a few more seconds of that. And that's it. Okay, look at, let's see here. Lucy. Yeah, I was trying to go Dracula on that route. Okay, let's look at Genesta. The lovely fairy is vividly fading fast. Within hours, if she doesn't get her magic talisman back, she'll be dead. This will be a loss for Tamir, as the evil Lute will come to power. Yeah, that's not a good thing. So that's it's just telling you, get the main quest complete. So basically the main quest is getting a talisman back. The hidden quest is getting the magic fruit. It tries to make you forget after the cutscene, but you have to make sure your mind's sharpened on that in order to get the best ending of the game. And yes, this video, we're getting the magic fruit. We just have to do so many steps to get items for it and prepare. Yes, here we go. It just tells you again, fairies are guarding. Now I'm going to go one more direction, and that's it. The lovely Ivory Palace rises majestically before you. Yeah, it's very nice. It's also white too, and oh boy, King's Quest 2, the White Tower. And remember this scene though, much more later. I'm just saying. Look around. You have found yourself upon a most beautiful and exotic island. In the center of this island, a wondrous Ivory Palace towers. Behind you, the azure ocean washes gently upon the water. Okay. I was a little bit too fast. An enchanted Ivory Palace encircled by luxuriant garden. Oh wow, that does look nice. Say bye-bye to the nice area. We're going to go ahead and go back. Yes, we're definitely going on back. We're going to go ahead and go up one more. And there we go. So let's go ahead and do some swimming. Okay, we're going to save the game first, though, and I'm going to have to name it again. Let's see what's the proper name for it. Jaws 2. That was actually a good movie. It's not like 1. 1 was the best. Jaws 2 was the second best. Then it was 4, which was bad movie, and 3, that was god awful, worst thing ever. I'm just saying about the Jaws movies. Anyways, just go east until you hit the pier, and that's it. That's how you get to Genesta's island real quick. Sometimes, yeah, you're 2 scenes, so you have to take a chance on that. And oh wow, no Jaws, no nothing like that. I just rolled a 20. That is neat. I'll probably be somewhere else, but anyways, well, once I get to shore, I'm gonna go ahead and start look for certain characters, and then start looking see what problems they have. So yeah, you can get a preview of what the problems they have later on in the video. I'll solve each and every one of them. Okay, from this part or the shack, you go east. And look at that. Hey, it's Pan, everyone. You're surrounded by beautiful wildflowers in this luxurious green meadow land. Okay, that is good. Let's look at Pan. You see a lively creature who is at the same time both man and a goat. He's a satyr, and his name is Pan. He seems to be greatly enjoying his flute music. Look at this. He's just like playing it. Let's go dance. You couldn't keep up with him, Rosella. Oh man, that's like a snarky comment. Thanks a lot, Roberta Williams. Let's talk to Pan. You attempt to speak to Pan, but he pays you no mind. He's too wrapped upon in his flute music. Okay, Pan has something we definitely need. However, we have to do some work in order to get it. So for now, what we're going to go ahead and do is go east. We're about to commit a crime by going east. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's look around. The beautiful pool with its elegant marble columns has a wonderful setting in these woods. The water looks so cool and inviting. You are almost tempted to jump in. Yeah, about that. But for now, let's look at Cupid. Baby Cupid beats his little wings fiercely as he flies through the air. In his chubby hands, he carries a golden bow and 2 golden arrows. Remember that arrow count, I'm going to say. Anyways, this is one of the most important items in the game we have to get. We'll get that out of the way right now. So we're going to wait for the chubby little bastard to drop the bow and arrow. There you go. Now he's going to swim in the water. And Cupid happily splashes and flogs in the clean water of the pool. Alright, there you go. And it's about to have a good time. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to disturb it on purpose. Oh no, you startled Cupid. Oh, yes I did on purpose. And watch what happens. Cupid forgot his bow and arrows. Oh, you startled Cupid. He quickly jumps out of the pool and flies away in fear. And let's talk to Cupid. Cupid only wants to get away from you. Wow. That's a bit snarky. And I try to type word bitch, and then there's just saying you should get Lead Suit Larry. Yeah, they advertised it. And by the way, if I remember correctly, I think Lead Suit Larry 2 was released after, of course, this game. Also, I think it was Space Quest 3 was released after this game as well, too. So let's be careful. Try not to zone in and out. Let's look on ground. You see a little golden bow and 2 golden arrows on the ground by the pool. So this is our time to steal. He dropped it behind, so this is not our property. Well, it will be now. Take a boat. You're not close enough, so I have to be careful not to fall again. And yeah, I did take a dip in the pool. And we've taken the bow, so there you go. Now let's go ahead and look at bow. You have Cupid's bow with 2 arrows. Now, remember that count. Again, I'll go over that. But for now, we're done here. And I'll try not to fall in the pool again. And yeah, only way to get out is towards the north end. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and make a reference save. Let's see here. East, okay, is, let's see, Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, East means death. So that's just a warning. So we're going to avoid Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. Just trust me. You'll see why I did a reference to that. And it'll be for a future episode. Oh, boy, I'd be careful. Okay, there is Pan still playing, so we'll let Pan have a good time, and we'll go south. I'm going to try to trigger another NPC, and this is also where Pan can play as well, too. So let's keep on going south, and there should be 2 spots where this another NPC is at. Okay, that's not it. And there we go. Welcome to the worst part ever! The scent of wildflowers fills the air in the lovely green meadow. Oh, wow. Let's look at Bard. You see a rather jaunty-looking fellow who appears to be a wandering minstrel. He seems to be a lute player. Okay, that's why they got minstrel Bard. That's why. Good thing they allow me to type that. I guess they also play the Bard's Tale too. The first game. And okay, let's see what else I have to do. Look at Bard. Okay, it just says there I already did that. Let's talk to the Bard. You say hello to the minstrel who looks at you in surprise. Well, who do we have here? He asks. You do introduce yourself as Rosella. Hello, Rosella, the minstrel says. Let me play for you one of my favorite tunes, and he begins to play an old ballad. All right, this is going to get downhill from here, folks. Unfortunately, it appears that his musical skills are quite limited as he plucks and plings his way through an otherwise beautiful song. In other words, he's just hitting random chords. It's terrible. And yeah, look at that. And I'm going to go ahead and type this saying, you suck. Yeah, he's terrible. So that's a problem. So the Bard has something we need. However, we have to do something else. We can't do it not yet. So let's keep on wondering. I want to try to trigger a certain creature. Yeah, it's another thing on our quest list. And this is one of the 3 possible locations. And look around. A cold river carves its way through this lush, flowery meadow. There's the unicorn. Remember that unicorn. Look at unicorn. You see a beautiful wild unicorn in the meadow. Its coat is dappley gray, and its wonderful horn shines like gold. The unicorn shines at your approach and trots away. So the unicorn is shy. So let's try to talk to unicorn. You call to the wild unicorn, but it trots away at your arrival. Oh, by the way, that was on the box art too, which was cool, but still a little bit false advertising because of the address. Let's drink the water. It tastes good. Tastes great, less filling. That's an old joke. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and actually do one of our first tasks in the game, and there's another spot for the unicorn as well. It's going to run away, but we're going to go north from here. Okay, everyone, this is part 1 of 2 of the task. Very easy, so let's look around. A gentle stream meanders its way through the trees. A rustic stone bridge crosses its path. The game's telling you a hint about the bridge, basically. Look at bridge. A rustic stone bridge adds a bit of charm to this part of the woods. Yes, it does. Let's look on ground. You see nothing important around you. Let's look under bridge. You peek under bridge, but do not see anything important from where you're standing. So we have to get real close. You see an object there. So let's go ahead and type that again. And oh, look at this. You kneel down and peer under the bridge. Aha! You have found a small golden ball. You pick it up and carry it with you. There's your points there. Just for being very resourceful. Let's look at ball. Golden ball. That's a very nice shiny golden ball. Too bad there's no, pawn shops. Unlike the ones at the Land of Green Isles. That's for a future King's Quest game, by the way. Let's go north. That's our next destination. So, you see here, there's a pond here. You can barely see a frog with a crown. Let's look around. Numerous water lilies float serenely upon the lovely little pond nestled in the woods. Top one of the bigger lily pads, you notice a rather large frog wearing a little gold crown. And if you know about the Princess and the Frog, yeah, you're about to do that part. Okay, let's go ahead and look around some more. But still, this is part 2 of the task. We'll do right away, which is easy. The large frog stares back at you with big bulging eyes. It's looking like saying, "Who are you?" Toss the ball in water. Try another spot. So we have to get close. We'll try not to get in the water. It'll go away. We don't want to do that. Drop ball in water. You accidentally drop the golden ball into the pond. I did it on purpose. From atop a lily pad, a large green frog leaps into the water and disappears from view. Moments later, the frog emerges with, "Yes, your lost ball in its mouth. It seems as if the frog is kindly returning your golden ball to you. Yeah, I did this on purpose once again. And yeah, there you go, Princess and the Frog. Now you know what to do next. I'm about to do it. And look at that. It's going to do its animation, and it's going to, a few seconds later, pop up over there, and then get to the shore. Now, this is very important because it has another key item we're going to need in this video. It's going to help us out. So let's be careful, and right there. Let's, okay, kiss frog. Let's try it that way. First, you need to get the frog. Okay, get the frog. There you go. Scrunchily up your nose in disgust, you catch the large frog and hold it in your hand. It stares at you with its big bulgy eyes and wobbles its throat. Okay, everyone, we're about to kiss the frog, so let's go ahead and do that. You look at the frog's green lips. Good. You feel silly doing this as you slowly put your mouth against the frog's. Okay, Princess and the Frog again. There's also a Disney version. That was fun as well, too. So let's go ahead and see what happens next. All right, let's see what she does. I'll give everybody a few seconds, and there you go. Suddenly, the little green frog changes into a handsome prince. All right, we just found a prince already. Okay, let's see what how this plays out. Who are you? The prince demands. I thought you were supposed to be a princess. Why, you're nothing more than a peasant girl. You blanch a bit at that remark, but you say nothing. She's a peasant girl in disguise. She's a princess. Well, ta-ta, he says. I'm off. Here, you may keep this. To your surprise, he tosses the little gold crown to you as he takes his leave. Good riddance, you think. Yeah, I have my response to it. And no, it's not cuss words. I think I outplayed that. Yeah, so this guy's a total jerk. And yeah, he actually got decursed by a princess, but again, Rosella is disguised as a peasant, and there's your points there. So we're 11 out of 230, so we're getting there. And the game does not understand jerk. Well, he is a jerk. It says, look at crown. That's a very small, tiny crown. That's very nice. So we're going to go ahead and explore another area next, so let's go ahead and do that. So you go east from that location, you arrive at a cemetery, one of two. Look around, the rundown, gloomy cemetery gives you the creeps. Many of the old tombstones have fallen over, and the entire place is overgrown with grass and weeds. Not the type you smoke. Not the type you smoked in Leisure Suit Larry and died. No, it's the type that you have to get rid of. Well, this game you can't. Yeah, the weeds in Animal Crossing was better to get rid of. That was good times. Here, nope. Let's go ahead and check out one of the tombstones. Look at tombstone. Each tombstone has an epitaph written on it. So let's go ahead and read the tombstone, just like Warrior's Eternal Son. Lord Consberry, I can't pronounce the name, 1559 to 1626. Slept here in peace, an honorable man, a valiant soldier. He serves his country well. That is good to know. These tombstones will play something later on. We're not going to get to that yet. Let's look at around. Indeed, this is a spooky old house. It looks as if no one has lived here for many years. Flanking the old house on both sides is a rundown cemetery. A thick forest looms all around. Do not go north. And yeah, look at the haunted house. It looks really spooky. It's just like that one cartoon that the house is alive. Let's go ahead and save the game. I'm going to go ahead and make a reference here. North, you get treed. Treed. Yeah, I'm trying to type the word treat. Let's go ahead and do that again. North, you get killed tree like in Evil Dead 1 or 2. I forgot which one. So yeah, don't go north. You'll see in a future episode what those trees look like. So let's move around, get inside the haunted house or haunted mansion. Let's knock on the door for fun. With trepidation, you rap on the door. Not surprisingly, nobody answers. Good, it's vagrant. Open the door. And time can be told by that clock. Let's look at clock. An old grandfather clock sits in the corner with each swing of its pendulum. Time relentlessly marches on. Oh, by the way, welcome to the Haunted Mansion. This one don't break down. You hit time, and it says to me your time. Time is 8:47, so we spent a lot of time in this game already. This is the entry room of the old house. Downstairs, you see 2 open doorways. Upstairs, you see additional 2 doorways. The room is cobweb and dusty with wallpaper peeling from the sides. Yeah, it looks like it's a mess. But it doesn't break down, though. Yeah, the Haunted Mansion breaks down a lot in Florida, I'll tell you what. Probably California, too. Considering the disarray of the rest of the house, the parlor looks in relatively good order. However, the fireplace is cold and unused, and the bookshelves are almost bare, and the old furnishing are dusty. Now, there's 2 items when we get here, and that painting looks sus, or suspicious. Let's look at painting. An interesting portrait of a young girl hangs above the fireplace. You gaze at it intently and notice that her eye seems to stare at the wall. Okay, let's look at bookshelf. You examine the books on this side of the room. None of these books are up to quality of reading you're used to. Yeah, she's a princess. She used to read good stuff, the good stuff, really good stuff. Not like ones today. Okay, there you go. And let's go ahead and take book. There's no books that you want to take here. It just tells you. Now let's go to the other bookshelf. So let's look at this. Look on bookshelf. You examine the few remaining books on the bookshelves. Only one catches your attention. Titled The Complete Work of William Shakespeare. Oh wow, Shakespeare's book. Let's take the book with us. You remove Shakespeare's book from the shelf and carry it with you. This is one of the key items you need. We'll use that later on. And there's a book. Oh, look, it's William Shakespeare's book. Not John Shakespeare. I think that's the voice of the Avatar in Ultima 9. Let's read the book. Forbear to judge, for we are sinners all. Close up his eyes and draw the curtain close, and let us all to meditation. Okay, that's one of the works. Now, we're going to look at that wall that the sus painting is looking at. Yeah, I'm using the word sus for you young kids out there. No, I'm not trying to be like you young kids. Let's look at wall. You examine the left wall very closely and notice a latch. Pull latch. You flip the latch in the wall, and behold, you have discovered a secret door. And we're not going upstairs yet. Look around. You have found a secret tower. Narrow steps spirally dizzily upward. You notice a shovel leaning against the wall. Let's look at shovel. You don't have it. Let's go take the shovel. You're not close enough. And let's repeat that again. And there you go. We got the shovel. Now, the shovel will be in play in a future episode. Do not use it yet. You'll hurt your, chances of being in the game. Actually, you will destroy your chance being in the game because you dig up the wrong spot. And yeah, that's it. Again, I'll explain for that when the time is right, but still, keep the shovel with you. Time. Oh, wow, we wasted some time in here, but let's get on out of here. We're going to go south. This is one of the 2 areas for the worm. This is a time event, so very important we chase away the bird, part 1. Normally I look around, but this is time, so we can't do that. So we have to go in a hurry. Oh boy, okay, good. The bird's gone, but we have to get up quickly and take the worm. Reason being, if you don't take the worm, and what happens is the worm disappears and your progress is stopped because we need an item later on that involves the worm. So we got the worm though, so let's look at worm. So there you go. There's the worm. So very important to get the worm. You miss the worm, you have to go back a save. So get it. You will see why when we get a certain item in this video for it. We'll be using that item in again future episode. I'll remind everybody once again that. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go into another area you will all definitely see. So let's do that right now. All right, let's look around first. Okay, look around. You see a crud mine shaft in the midst of this forest of pine trees. Oh, wow, very nice forest, very nice mine shaft. Let's go on in. And let's see here. Let's look around first. Diamonds glitter and sparkle from the eastern walls of the Seven Dwarfs diamond mine. Within it, you see the little men busily at work. You have encountered a small group of men working in this diamond mine. They're not too friendly, though, as one of them forcefully tells you to leave the premise. Get out. Go leave, you level 1 peasant. And we just got kicked out of the mines. And that bird, remember it. Oh wow, I went down. I didn't get the stars. I'm better than Alexander already. Ding. Okay, we're gonna go north. Now, for this part is actually very fun. So let's look around first. You have come upon a cute little house built right into a huge tree. An old water wheel attached to the house goes unused beside the little river that flows gently before the house. Yeah, windmill power. I say water mill power. Let's look around again. Okay, I did that the wrong way. Oops. Let's go ahead and look at house. The roots of this great tree envelope a little snug house. Smoke lazily curls from its chimney, and an old rustic water wheel rests beside the river. This house is much more nicer than the shit shack at the fisherman's area. So you know what? Let's go in. And no, we're not going to steal. We're going to do something else better. Yeah, we're going to do another virtue, but let's knock on the door first. You knock loudly on the small door, no answer at all. Time to go in. Oh my goodness, this house is a mess. This is the main room of the Seven Dwarfs Cozy Tree House. What a mess it is. Yeah, see, there's my reaction too. Rosella's reaction as well too. Let's go upstairs. Now, this is one of the parts I really love. Music in it is great too. Look around. You have entered the small upstairs bedroom of the Seven Dwarfs. My goodness, these doors are sloppy. Yeah, it's a mess. Okay, I had to do a reference from the campaign. But still, look at it. There's trash everywhere. Clothes are hanging out. And let's go ahead and clean house. Let's do a virtue here. I don't know which one, but I'm trying to think. Okay. Oh, virtue is sacrifice because you're sacrificing your time in order to clean the dwarf's house. And there you go. And there you have it. So upstairs is totally clean. They're going to be happy. Now we're going to go ahead and let's see what we're going to do. Oh man, Rosella's really getting to work here. She's better than Alexander. And Alexander has 17 years of work. Well, I should say forced labor, but still. But look at this. She took all the dishes, one swoop. Now she's washing them. And look at this. Look at her go. Oh my goodness. And there is clean bowls there. Now she's going to go ahead and sweep things up. Oh man, look at this. She's really cleaned up the joint. The joint looked like crap before, but guess what? It is not now. It doesn't look like an episode of Hoarders, though, I'll tell you what. You hear the dwarfs approaching. Yeah, I did some breaking and entering, but still, I don't care. You watch quietly as the dwarves file in one by one, get a bowl of soup, and take a seat at the table. I try to remember the dwarfs' names. I can't remember. All I think I remember is Grumpy, Sleepy, Doc, and Dopey. That's about it. I can't remember the rest. And it's supposed to be another one, but that was once upon a time. It's called Stealthy. I can remember that one, the 8th dwarf, but the 8th dwarf didn't last long. But look at this. Oh, wow. They're getting the food. And look like they're eating. What? They're not being appreciative. I guess I sacrificed my time, and it's not getting paid for. But oh well, I did get some points out of it. Oh wow, wow, wow! They are really hungry. Look at them. Okay, let's go ahead and see what number 5 does. All right, look like that one is grabbing one on his own. So let's see what number 6 does. That one must be Dopey. And Dopey didn't give me anything. Well, actually, they all have beards, but still. We'll call that one Dopey. And the last one should be Doc. Yep, that is Doc. And okay, let's see. It says a different message. The dwarf must really be hungry. He's getting 2 bowls of soup. Oh, man. Look at this. He must have been really hungry. Well, he's the leader. The 7 dwarfs seem very pleased that you tidy their messy home. One politely asks your name. You tell him, and he cordially invites you to sit down with them and eat the bowl of soup he got for you. So the 2 was one for him and one for Rosella. That is good, and she's automatically doing it. Now you get to talk to the dwarfs. You seat yourself at the table and begin to eat surprisingly delicious soup. Good idea to take this time to talk to our friends here, our new friends we just did a good deed for. You politely talk to a dwarf nearest you. Where are you from, Rosella? He asks. You tell him Daventry. The dwarf thinks for a moment. Never heard of it. Yeah, one of your cousins came into Daventry and decided to do some stealing. He ran away to the nearby kingdom. Try to do it again. I guess that's the 9th dwarf. I guess that one day kicked him out. Again, you engage in conversation. Is Daventry far from Tamir? The dwarf wonders. He says, very far, you tell them. Really far. How did you get here, they ask. As you don't want to get into specifics, you tell them by sea. The answer seems to satisfy them as they return to their eating. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more information from him. You speak to the nearest dwarf again. He wonders, why are you here in Tamir? You explain that you're in service of Lilith, Genesta, the good fairy, the not-so-good fairy, who wishes to regain her magic talisman from the clutches of Lilith, the bad fairy. Well, young lady, the dwarf states, I don't envy you. You're much braver than I am dealing with that evil fairy. Even the dwarfs are scared here, even though there's 7 of them. You attempt conversation another time, but the dwarfs tell you they must hurry and finish their soup as they need to go back to work before dark. Okay, that's a good thing to know. Eat soup. You're already eating the soup. Yeah, there's already showing her eating it. Look at them all eating. They're having a good time, enjoying the soup, and they're very happy. So we got some information, so they know about the situation between the good and bad fairy. You see these 7 small men seated around their dining table, noisily slurping bowls of soup. Yeah, they're hungry. They're working those mines there. They gotta get those diamonds, that's all I'm gonna say. And there you go. Let's see if anything else happens. Yeah, it takes a little bit, though. And if you're on DOS boss, it takes a little bit more because you drop down the speed. So this way you can read the text better. Because the text will be much more slow. That's my only complaint about, of course, Scum VM. But Scum VM has a wonderful save unit, I'll tell you what. A lot of saves. I say the DOS boss version has original saves, which is very limited. It's time for the little men to go back to the mine. Okay, just going back to work. Goodbye, and thanks for the soup, you call as they take their leave. So Doc goes out first. Next, followed by Dopey. And I think that one is Sleepy. Let's see which one that is. I don't know what that one is. Let's see here. That is Grumpy. And then the other 2. No Stealthy, he's dead. No Thiefy, since he's on run in the Kingdom of Daventry. Yeah, I said it. And it looked like one of them left behind a blue pouch. That's interesting. You finish your soup. Also, it may be the best soup you ever tasted. Maybe you thought you were just really hungry. Dang, already! Less than an hour in the game and you're really hungry. Let's go ahead and clean house again. So let's go ahead and do the virtue of sacrifice and pay off our kindness again. We got free soup though, so we got points out of it. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know you get points out of it, but just a good idea just to clean up. Besides, you get to listen to that music, and yes, you only clean up this section. That's it. And you just put the plates there, and that's it. Phew, I hope that's the last of it. Now, one of the dwarves, like I said before, left something behind. And it says, look on the table. You see a long wooden table. You notice a blue pouch. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, take the pouch, or take the pouch. And 2 points just for doing that. Look at pouch. You see a pouch, you open up, and it's diamonds! Okay, let's count diamonds. Count, you do not understand. That's alright. We're going to go back to the mine. So, we're going to be open arms in the mines now because we just fed the dwarves. So, let's be careful in the mines because I don't know if it could kill you. So, just be really careful. If not, you could be just seeing the stars. That's the worst case, hopefully. So, let's get there. If you want to, you can use the mouse to walk around as well. For those you are definitely playing a PC version. I think the Amiga version back in the day allowed you to use the mouse. Believe me, I used the mouse. And that was worth it. So we're back in the mines. We're going to be careful and try to get downstairs. If you have issues, again, use the mouse. Okay, I did a shortcut. That's good. Alright, let's go to the other side. Doc should be there. Or they call it the head dwarf. So we're going to go ahead and do the virtue of honesty. We found a gold pouch. We're going to attempt to return it. So let's go ahead and do that. Give pouch. Try staying in front of the head dwarf. Okay, I think it's here. Let's try that again. Okay, attempt number 2, give pouch. Try staying in front of the head dwarf. Okay, right there. A lot more closer, I guess. Attempt number 3, being an honest person, you offer the forgotten pouch of the diamonds to the dwarf. He grubs exterior, softens a bit. Nah, you can keep it. We got plenty here. We also got an extra lantern we ain't using. Here, go ahead and take it. The dwarf gruffness returns as he says, now, skedaddle on out of here. Now, because we turned the pouch, we get an extremely important item. We're going to use that in this video. It's going to help us out greatly in a certain place. Let's look at lantern. See, it's unlit for now, but remember, this is going to help us out later on in the game. So let's go in this direction. Okay, there you go. Now we'll just go out where we came from. So what we're going to go ahead and do next is we're going to go ahead, since we own the pouch, we're going to go ahead and go to the fisherman. Or say the fisherman and his wife. But before we do that, on the way, we're actually going to go ahead and finish up a quest, another one. And there you go. Once again, no stars. Beat that, Alexander of Daventry. Yeah, for those of you, why I'm keep on saying Alexander, play King's Quest 3. Seriously. I have it there, and there's a unicorn, so we can't do nothing about it. We're going to go this direction. We're going to try to trigger a certain NPC again, which is the Bard on the way to the couple. Yeah, we're going to attempt to do that. So let's go this direction, ignore the unicorn, and try to trigger it. Okay, what we're going to try to do is get back to the tree stump. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. I was supposed to... Alright, I think I'm going to go, let's see here, north. Yep, I made it. So, right here, let's see here. Oh, yeah, that's the unicorn. I'm going to go east. I'm looking for a tree stump. Should be somewhere there. Okay, let's go north again. Tree stump should be there. One of the possible locations in the bard. We're going to try to get there. The terrible bard. Alright, we'll just keep on going back and forth between the tree stump and, of course, the tree. You're going to be doing that quite a bit. And there is the bard. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do is change his career from a bard to an actor by giving him the book. You hand the Shakespeare book to the minister. Courteously, he opens it and begins to read out loud. First hesitantly, then with increased forcefulness as he begins to get into it. Alright, we did a career change, or a class change, from bard to actor. Suddenly he stops and looks at you. This is wonderful, he claims. This gives me a new lease on life. No longer I am a mere minstrel. Now I will become a famous actor, to be or not to be. How's that? He then gives you his lute and bids you farewell and wanders off to stardom. Oh boy, I did something real bad. Once again here at Laura Fenton Gaming. Sometimes bad events happen like this. I am very sorry, but you know what? I needed the loot, so there. The world has to suffer so I could get my loot. Or I say Rosella gets her loot. We're doing things for her. Screw everybody else. So let's go ahead and, of course, go north. We're about to practice another virtue from Ultima series. You'll guess what it is. The virtue of compassion. So let's open the door up. Okay, let's knock on the door first. And she's telling us, come on in. Well, she's going to be very happy in a few moments. You'll see why. So the fisherman and his wife had a problem being poor, basically. So let's talk to the woman. And she's still ticked off. Let's give pouch to fisherman. You offer the pouch of diamonds to the fisherman, who takes it gladly. Wife, give the girl my fishing pole in trade, he tells his tired wife. Obediently, she retrieves the pole and hands it to you. Thank you very much, she says, smiling. You certainly helped us. You're welcome. Oh, this is going to be fun, though. That pole's going to be in use soon. So I'll give you a few seconds. But still, that quest is not complete. The diamond pouch for the fishing pole, which we'll be using very shortly. But still, that's the virtue of compassion. They needed, I'd say, some form of money or something like that. We gave them diamond pouch. And there you go. Also in return, we got the fishing pole. And look at that. She's giving that to me. And she's walking to us. Thank you kindly. Now I just want to hear their reaction. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to the wife. You speak to the fisherman's wife. She smiles as she replies, "You're a very kind girl. You helped us out a lot. Why, I might even be able to buy some brand new clothes." She was grumpy earlier, but now look at her tune. Talk to Gordon. Okay, still doesn't understand Gordon Fisherman. Let's talk to him. You speak to the old fisherman named Gordon, and he replies, "You really helped me out in the missus, girlie. Those diamonds will come in awful handy. We can't thank you enough." There you go, compassion. So let's get to the pier next. We're about to get another item. Now we're about to do some fishing. So remember the worm, and also we have the fishing pole. Well, we're about to do that. Okay, everyone, that was a fail. Take 2. Don't walk all the way towards the end of the pier unless you're ready to swim. Big ol' oops on my part. So as soon as we get there, we'll do it again. The worm is very important, and it's also important to get another important item, so that's going to help us out later on in the game, or at some point at least. So we're going to attempt to go fishing again. So what we're going to go ahead and do is hook the worm to the fishing pole like a normal person. So let's go ahead and bait pole. Scratching your delicate nose, you gingerly bait the hook on the fishing pole with the large earthworm. So there you go. We got a baited pole now. Look at our pole. Baited fishing pole. Now we're going to go ahead and go fishing. So let's see how many attempts we get to do. Eagerly from the end of the pier, you fling the baited line of the fishing pole into the ocean. Okay, let's see how she does. This is attempt number 1, everyone. The fisherman did try to fish in one attempt. And there you go. Absolutely nothing. The fish don't seem to be biting. Don't give up. Come on, Rosella. You could do it. Let's pre again. It's going to say the same thing. Attempt number 2. Yeah, I'm treating this like with all attempts, by the way. So let's go ahead and do it. Almost immediately, you feel a sharp tug on the line. Something pulls and fights your line as you slowly reel it in. There it is. You have caught yourself a fine fat fish. Just like in Animal Crossing. Rosella did the right combo keys on the Nintendo Switch, alright. Look at fish. It's a dead fish. But that's going to be a very important item. We're not going to use it just yet. It's one of the items you need, otherwise you're going to run into another dead end. This game has quite a few dead ends, so if you don't get a certain item, you have to reload your saves. That's how games were back in the day. No holding your hands or anything like that. Next up, we're looking for Pan. Now, in order to find Pan again, you go to this spot behind the shack, or north of it, like last time. So there you go. That was real quick. So let's go ahead and play Lute. Now, Pan's going to be mesmerized by the music because Pan likes the lute better than the flute. Yeah, Pan's a master musician. The bard, not so much. Sorry once again for unleashing that terror upon the world of acting. Pan has ceased his dancing and now looks at you and the lute curiously. That is good. So, we'll go ahead and give up the lute and we get the flute. It rhymes. See, give lute. Okay, Pan gracefully accepts your gift of the lute, and in return he gives you his flute. Happy now, he dances away with it. And that's going to be the last you see Pan in the game, unfortunately. Unless you watch that Labyrinth movie and he's there. And he's a monster. Yeah, it's a good movie. Not the one with David Bowie, but the other one by Guillermo del Toro. I'm sorry I mispronounced your name, but you're awesome. Let's look around. Look at Pan. Pan seems to be quite happy with his new lute. As he plays it, he dances and frolics to the music. Much more better than the bard. Just saying. Talk to Pan. You try to speak to Pan, but he pays no attention to you. He's too involved with his lute music. Alright. Let's look at flute. That is a very nice silver flute. We're going to be using that in this video, but not now. After over an hour of getting all the required items to get the magic fruit, yes, we're going to do that. The game will try to tell you to go get the talisman, but here's the deal. You could get the fruit now, like I'm doing, or towards, I should say, end of the game, but your time will be severely limited. So good idea to do it now. Get that out of the way. Now, the other task is, of course, is getting Genesta's talisman, which tells a lot of bit of stuff. We're not going to do that just yet. So anyways, Just keep on going east until, of course, you reach some kind of mountain trail, and then you try and do is, I think it was you go north, and then you hit the waterfalls. And that's where the items we get start to come into play. Every single item we got so far, I felt like it's important, except for Cupid's arrows. There's the mountain path. That starts the talisman part of the game, which is a long series of tasks and such. We're not going to do it. We're going to go north, like I said again. And there's the waterfall. Now, you can't get through the waterfall normally because I think you get killed. So the only way through the waterfall is, you guessed it, the golden crown. And I just put this there in case I drown like an idiot. Yeah, I might do some death scenes, maybe, maybe not. Wear the crown. So when you wear the crown, your frog will automatically go through the waterfall or under it, and there you go. Now, it says, it sure feels good to be yourself again. This next part of the game is absolutely total BS. But we'll get the board first. Let's look around. What's this? Why, it's a cave behind the waterfall. You see an old board lying by the cave entrance. Get this board. You're going to be putting some use to it. Now, there's another key item. You don't get it, it's a dead end. There's the board. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and grab it. Now, we have to be quick, though. So, again, we'll look at around. You see, this is the darkest cave you ever see. By the light of the cave entrance, you see a pile of bones. That's not a good indicator. That's the troll. We'll avoid it. Take the bone. Now, we got it. Exit the cave part there. There you go. Make a save because this next part is totally random. RNG can come into play and screw you. And there you go, internet trolls. Now, in order to get through this cave, you need to light the lantern. It says, using a flint attached to the oil lantern, you light it. The lantern burns brightly now. It'll help us get through the cave. So here's the deal. Anytime you see the troll, you get out. You have to get out all the way. It's RNG. So what we're going to go ahead and do is either A, we'll go east and then go south, or go south then east. So a troll can appear here anytime except at the chasm part. So we're going to go ahead and go south. And by the way, the troll is 10 times faster than you. That's why I make a save here. Make the save at the cave entrance. After you grab the bone, of course. So this way you don't have to do all that again. And believe me, if the troll grabs you, you're screwed. And yeah, it's not a good thing. So we're going to go, of course, east one more time. And there you go. We're almost there. It's just a little bit bumpy. And there you have it. Now there's a chasm. Now you move very slow. In fact, we're going to make a save. And let's go ahead and type it in. I think I have a proper phrase for it. It is a long way down. You don't know what that hint is. That means instant death. Move slowly, and then you should see a chasm. And there you go. This is the most painful part, I should say, of the cave, besides the troll. And I'm going to try to get a lot closer. Drop board. I can't do that just yet. Okay, place board. Feeling in the dark, you managed to place the board across the crevice. Now you can cross it safely with a question mark. Just go in a straight line, and then afterwards, the game will automatically do this. Feeling in the dark again, you managed to pick up the board without dropping it into the crevice. There you go. We still got the board and some points, so we have 55 out of 230. Go north towards the exit, and there you go. So we're going to go ahead and go through the exit of this cave. Now we'll arrive at the swamp. Yes, you'll see it's a swamp. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Make a save, because if you want to see some funny deaths, this is it here, everyone. And in fact, there's a good reference to one of the Universal Studio monsters. So let's go ahead and type this. Many deaths, and keep on going. Now, for this section, you don't want to get in the swamp. You'll die. That's why I put the save there. Just simply jump at this spot. You jump on the grass in the swamp. Just keep on doing it, and that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and look around. From here, a huge muddy swamp spreads eastward. Large moss-covered swamp trees tower overhead, while the grass tufts and reedy plants poke up from the mire. You can hear the many chirping croakers of unseen swamp creatures. They're very dangerous. So let's go ahead and do it again. Just keep on repeating jump until you're at a certain point. I'll point to it. Yeah, this part's easy. So good idea to just use F3 to repeat, or repeat button if you're on any other versions or any other emulators or something like that. I'm on the old school PC version. I did play the Amiga version. It's been a long time for the repeat button. I used to type it in when I was a kid. Good times. So we're almost there. Now we're going to get to the last grass island. Problem is we can't get there by jumping. You jump, you die. Very funny. And there's a Cobra Kai. Look around. You see a small island in the middle of the huge swamp. Upon this island grows a scrawny little tree. A large glistening fruit hangs from a small branch. Unfortunately, a huge cobra protects it named Cobra Kai. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, it's saying. Look at Cobra Kai. Well, can't give its name. Just look at the species. Look at Cobra. Okay, there you go. A huge cobra protects the small tree that bears the wondrous fruit, the fruit that your forest life depends upon. Yeah, that's why we're doing it first. Yeah, we're not playing Lilith's game yet. Cobras don't talk usually. This one does. Let's keep on telling me that phrase. Okay, the proper term is place board. Yeah, I was trying to be more specific, but sometimes this game doesn't like it because it's a little bit ancient. But that's all right. We love playing classics here. Well, actually, classics from time to time. Place board on ground. And there you go. You get your points for that. Now, we're going to be careful. If you're afraid, just click on the board with the mouse. And there you go. Now, this next part is play flute. There you go. Now it's just hypnotize. Yeah, we just did reverse psychology on this sucker. You're not going to strike first. You're not going to strike hard. And there'll be no mercy for you. Well, minus the no mercy part. Nervously, you raise the flute to your mouth and begin to play a melodic tune. Sorry, I pronounce it. To the big cobra, who begins to sway with the music. Soon the snake is mesmerized by it and falls into a hypnotic trance. Okay, we play a nice melody. Okay, melodic. Oh, well. Anyways, now it's just staying there. This is a limited time, everyone. We got to grab the fruit and get the heck out. Look at fruit. You see a single glistening fruit upon the scrawny tree. Now, we're going to go ahead and take what we need. Take fruit. Or take magic fruit. And there you go. Okay, there you go. There's some points there. You get 10 points for that. And there's some music there. So, we're done. We'll click on the board because it's a little bit dangerous here. So, yeah, do that. We'll get to the island. After that, we'll take the board and we'll get out of here. Now that is done, we're going to go ahead and keep on jumping and go back. Now, just go back where you came from. The same dangers are still there. The chasm and the internet troll. Or I should say troll, but you get the point. So we don't have to ever visit this part of the game ever again. We got the magic fruit. Now we got to get the heck on out of here. So yeah, see, we did use all the items. We used the lantern. We used the board we just got. We used the crown. And, of course, the flute. Yeah, it took a lot of work to get the flute, I should say, to get the magic fruit. Yeah, we used the flute to get the magic fruit. It does rhyme. So we'll crawl back. We have the lantern still lit. That was another item we did get as well because of compassion. So this part can be a total pain in the booty. Reason being is you're on the other side of the chasm. It's hard to spot. Then, of course, this side, you could fall like crazy. Let's make a save again. And there you go. I call it. It is a long way down again. And there you go. So it took me a few tries to actually get it right. And I think I have to say drop board. No, you can't do that just yet. Use board. I think it was the proper term was place board. So let me go ahead and try to do this correctly. Drop board. Can't do that now. Cross chasm. Try another way of saying it. Cross chasm with board. Okay, that's not it. Yeah, with there you go. That's not understood. I think it was just place. Yeah, I forgot to type it at the time. I was more worried about the trolls. So once we do get across, let's go ahead and say put board. Feeling in the dark, you managed to place the board across the crevice. Now, can you cross it? Same directions, straight there. Just keep going. And there you go. Feeling in the dark, you grab the board again. So now we're going to go ahead and make a save. This took me 3 tries because RNG was a total middle finger. And there you go. We'll type the words again. Internet trolls again. So this time, this is the temp I actually did good. Now, if you see the troll in this first part, run away to the chasm scene, and you're safe. Otherwise, you're not. The troll moves fast, so we're going to go north this time, and hopefully we can go north. If not, let's see if I can. All right, and nope. Okay, we'll just go ahead and go west. Now I'm going to try to go north, and I cannot mess around too much because the internet troll will get me. We do not want that at all, everyone. Internet troll is real bad. Seriously, bad troll. Now, you see this way, you just move around some. Let's see if I could try to move in this direction. If not, I'll have to go north somehow. And I'm going to try to move quickly because this sometimes can be a pain in the booty. Again, it took me 3 tries this time. The other time was luck. This time, not so much. I'm going to go ahead and just flat out say for you speedrunners out there, this will kill your speedrun due to the fact that Troll likes to strike. So there you go. We're almost there. We're okay. You see the light? We're going to quickly get there before that Troll appears. Hopefully it doesn't. We're almost there. And of course, we did it. Woo! In the words of William Wallace, freedom! Oh, by the way, you try to wear the crown. That doesn't work. Now, good news is the waterfall this time will push you out on the other side. So there you go. It just tells you it's not a good idea to be a frog. So let's go ahead and save the game just in case I mess up. And then go in case I drown. So we'll touch the waterfall. You'll be going, oh, and it just kicks you out there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get to the mountain pathway and look at Bird. The Raven doesn't look to be friendly bird at all. Remember that bird is very nasty, and we have finally arrived here. It is time to do a recap for this video. It is time to definitely stop the clock on my current playthrough. Here's a nice recap as I promised. So first thing I did was I start collecting all the items, which will be very helpful either during the magic fruit phase of the game or later on. After getting all the items, I found of course, the swamp by going through the troll-infested area and a nasty chasm. At the swamp, I jumped until I used the board, put Cobra Kai to sleep, and stolen the magic fruit, which is mine. So that's one task of 4 completed. In the next King's Quest 4, the Perils of Rosella, we're going to go ahead and start off with task number 1, which is getting the unicorn, and task number 2, which is getting the golden hen. This is it for my King's Quest 4, The Perils of Rosella, Part 1 PC playthrough video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a great day or night. And do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for modern and classic games just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and get some temporary invulnerability and chill out as well.